And so that little voice inside of my head that kept saying, show business is not finished with you yet. Show business was not finished with me yet. And I had something to do. And since then, I have traveled all over the world talking about bullying, HIV, homophobia, and acting, and being an artist. And for 7 years, I've been doing that. So there you go. That's why I stepped away. And then, now I'm very comfortable with who I am. And I don't care what you think of me, really. I want you to like me. But, it's like, and I want you to come by my table and talk to me. But it's just like that's what I get to talk about. You know what I mean? I get to talk to people like you and just have fun. And I mean, like literally, I'll make you jealous. This is what I'm doing in October and November, right? I'm going to London, Paris, Berlin, Dublin, Ireland, and I'm going to sign for Clive Barker's bookstore, which is a 17th century bookstore in Paris. The day after that, they're going to take me to Versailles, where they're putting me in a hotel, and I'm going to watch the fountains go like the way they originally did.
My God,
and
I was gonna say.
I'm going to be gone 2 months, and I'm going to go see all of Europe, and I'm going to come back with about $25,000 in cash. So if you don't think my life is
I'm
blessed,
going.
you know what I mean? If I can't own that I got a blessed life, then there's something wrong. It's like Sid Haig says. Like, I love Sid, right? Sid's like, if you don't want to do these things, and if you don't want to sit at a table and let people give you money to tell you they love you, then get the fuck out. Because, it's like you don't deserve to be here. And if you feel like you're a prostitute or something, be a good one. Be an actor. Act like you're happy, So anyway, I'm richly blessed. That's my message. It's like I am richly blessed. And there's a lot of bad stuff that happened to me, but I turn lemons into lemonade all the time. And everybody can. You can do it.
100%.
Right?
Oh,
Don't you?
Motivational speaker
All
is what
day
you
long.
are.
I love people.
I can see that.
Yeah, I do. I do love people. I have to say.
amazing.
Well, thank you. You're sweet.
So cool.
Yeah. So I actually have. How many do you have?
This is not.
I've done about 100 horror movies. I just did my first comedy in January.
And I just did. I'm experimenting. I just did an Amityville film, and I'm really experimenting with whether I want to be in movies or not. And so I've done like 6 or 7 movies over the last, say, 18 months, and I have 5 more coming, and then that I'm about to shoot. I have a documentary coming out that's really good. Amazing documentary. Well,
Is it about you?
Can you talk
It is
about
about me. Yeah, it's called Scream Queen.
I see.
It's called Scream, Queen, My Nightmare on Elm Street, and it is really about the '80s, is what it's about. And it is not like Never Sleeps Again. It's Never Sleep Again. They let us all get on and talk about ourselves, and you could just say whatever you wanted. Mine is a walking lawsuit. It's like, because so many lawyers. Like, we had people slipping. It's about Nightmare on Elm Street, but we had people coming from like NECA and like saying, "Hey, here's a bag for you," and it would be full of inner office memos where it would say things like, "We're not allowed to ever mention Jesse again. There will be no Jesse dolls. There will be no this." I mean, the politics of making a movie. And, we interview Wes Craven. We interview Robert Englund's amazing. Robert talks more than I do, which is pretty much. But we filmed him for 7.5 hours. Wow. And he talks about things like he knew what he was doing in the movie and how he was seducing me. And the big brick in the window is everybody's like, "Oh, Jesse's a homo, right?" And Robert's the first one to say, "Well, the biggest homo in the movie is Freddy," but nobody wants to hear that. Because it's like, Jesse's not going after Freddy. Freddy's coming after Jesse, And I'll say to him a lot of times, it's like, I always sign a lot of my pictures, I'll say, "He's inside me." Right? He's inside, because I say that constantly. He's inside me and he wants to take me again, But I always tell everybody, because then he takes over my body, or I'm my spirit's in him. So actually, I'm in him more than he's in me. So I'm the top and he's the bottom.
There
But no,
you go.
it's a
good relationship.
It is.
It's a give and
all love
take.
each other.
It's loving.
We like to talk. But it's like Ryan Murphy is a big fan of mine, and don't be surprised if you see me somewhere like on American Horror and Scream Queens, but I can't really talk about that right now, so I'm not talking about it too much. But you will. So And then, so I'm like sort of delving back into LA and New York again and seeing, if I would love to do some beautiful work. You just have to learn to do it again. I mean, it's an art form for sure, so.
For sure.
So yeah, I'll do anything for money.
No, don't say that either. You won't do anything for money.
No, that's true. I won't
No.
sign underwear.
Okay, that's the one thing.
But
you
I
won't do
will.
for money.
He has another
Yeah.
question. It's like, it goes back to not knowing the rules. It's like, I was flunking out of school, basically, because my parents were getting a divorce, and it's just like, we were with those kids, And so I went to New York with $100 when I was 17. And I didn't know you needed an agent. I didn't know I didn't know there were unions or any of those kind of things. I didn't know any of the rules. So when I got my agent, literally there was a door, and the guy that lived down the hall from me was in Porky's. His name was Dan Monahan.
Oh my God.
And he was like, he was kind of dorky, and everybody said, oh, he makes so many commercials. And I was like, if he can make commercials, I can make commercials. Now, I didn't have the self-esteem to walk up to him and say, how do you do it? I stalked him. So I followed him one day to where he was going, and he went to his manager's office. So the next day, I went, and there was a big sign on the wall, and it said, if you're an actor, don't knock on the door, right? And I was like, well, I'm not really an actor, you know what I mean? Because I haven't done anything yet. And it was like, so there it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. The owner of the agency opened the door. And he looked at me and he was like, what? And I was like, hi, I'm here to apply for a job as an actor. And he was like, oh, okay. And he looked at me. Now, I looked really young. I looked like I was 12, right? And they told me later. He said, come back at 11 and meet my wife. So I did. I was signed to those people for 20 years. And
Wow.
they said, we didn't care if you could act or not. We knew that you would make a lot of money in commercials because you're blonde, blue-eyed. You were older than you looked, so you didn't need a school teacher, And I, within 2 years, made 100 national commercials. So I bought an apartment 2 years later in New York City. So what I'm basically saying to you is there aren't any rules. If you want to be an actor, and it doesn't matter how old you are, just go and start acting. That's it. They're like, it ain't brain surgery. All of these people now have put things around it, well, you have to go to university and you have to do this and you have to do that and you have to spend $100,000 to do this. It's not true. It's like either you can act or you can't. Now, people can teach you technique, but if you're born an actor, you're born an actor. That's it.
That's true.
And most of the really great ones have never seen the inside of a school. Mm-hmm. They're from damaged, fucked up families, and they go and they work their stuff out on screen.
Like comedians.
Yeah, that's what they do. And it's like you just go and be, and it's like that's the way it works. The trick is, if you have no training, is how to sustain your career. Because nobody tells you when you make your first movie. If you're like you or me or something, you're not from a wealthy family, if you star in your first movie, they're going to pay you nothing, right? So when the movie's finished and the movie's opening and everybody's thinking you're a movie star, you're broke, right? So you don't have any money. You don't have any money to eat, put gas in your car, but you're supposed to be a movie star, right? So you're freaking out, going, I'm a fucking loser, man. I'm a movie star, but I have no money. The money comes just a little bit later. You just have to keep working. Don't let anybody ever embarrass you for working in a job. If you're earning money, you're a winner. If you're working in a restaurant, you're doing trash, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You don't ever let anybody put you down for that. Because the thing that sinks most people is not having any money. And their pride gets in their way, and then they're like, I'm starving to death, I'm a starving artist, and I don't have any money, and so I'll just go and do UPS, right? Well, it don't work that way. It's like you wait tables and you do this, and you work in offices and you do this, and you keep doing it, and then one day you got enough money to live and you go. That's it.
True.
So if you want to be an actor, just be an actor and have fun. That's how it happened for me, And I'm here talking, and they're paying me. They paid for my room and everything. So free food, and plane tickets, and all that kind of stuff.
There you go. But you also have to have passion, which both of you clearly have.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and you got to
of
want to do it.
course, yeah.
You got definitely want to do it because it's not basically, it's not what people think it is. You know what I mean? It's like we have to get up here. It's like now, to be honest with you, we haven't seen most of the movie that you just saw. right? And because it's new.
It's just a secret with us.
with us.
And the rest of the world.
And it's like, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, you still have to get up and talk about it. You know what I mean? And it's like, you have to go out and sit at that table if there's nobody there. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, you, like, as an actor, you're incredibly vulnerable. I mean, literally, go out there and sit at one of those tables for a while and have nobody come up and ask for your autograph and see what that feels like. That's what being an actor is. Do you know what I mean? And then when the person does come up and ask for your autograph, you have to be all that, because that person loves you and is never going to see you again. So you can't be like, I'm having a fucked up day. I'm not making enough money, blah, blah, blah. That's not a part of the business. It's all, hey, how are you? It's so nice to see you. Sit down, talk to me. And like, then the next one you go to, you make $10,000. You know, it's like, it's all a part of the game, you know? And it's just, it's work. But it's fun. Right?
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun.
It's really fun. It's really fun.
I love
Do
meeting
it.
everyone.
Do it.
Yeah.
Was that why you were asking? Do you want to get into it?
Directing.
Yes.
Directing. There
Oh
you go.
wow.
Same thing. Grab your iPhone.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
and make a movie.
I'm
you know?
amazed by writers and directors.
Yeah, we'll be in it.
Yeah. As a married couple,
It's on. Like
yeah.
they just said that on. You know,
a
Yeah,
drunk
well,
wife and a
it's
husband
literally
coming
like,
out of the closet.
I did a movie
It's
for a
perfect.
guy that asked me at a convention to do a movie.
Oh yeah.
And he was 21 years old, and we made a fabulous movie together. And I don't care. It's like I'm in for, because I like to do it. Do you know what I mean? I'd like to get paid a lot of money, but I also will do it for free. That's the truth, because I like doing it. You know. So
We do. We have a lot of fun.
How
Yeah.
long are you here?
Until Monday, so if you can get a script together.
Are you? Oh, so is Caroline.
Yeah, I'm here until Monday afternoon. So if you can get it together, we'll
Yeah.
shoot a little scene for you.
Wow.
Put it on your reel. Yeah. Anyway.
that's passion right there.
Yeah, it is.
It is, and it's just
Making deals
Just-
here at Shock Stock.
Right. Meeting passion with passion. That's the deal. It's like, we were talking about this earlier, and then we'll wrap
Yeah.
this up because I can talk all day. But we'll get you. It's like, if you do a favor for somebody, they'll do a favor for you. And that really is how it all works.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? It all works. Just do it for free, you know, and then you get paid. It's like, if you like humbly ask somebody, do you know what I mean? Like, maybe 9 times out of 10 they're going to tell you no. But then somebody like me is going to tell you yes, you know? And you're never going to get the yes unless you ask the question, you know? And if you can throw $100 their way, well, a lot of people, is $100 is a lot of money. You know what I mean? To me, I sign autographs, and I never forget how much $20 is. You know what I mean? Because there was a time I didn't have $20, you know? So I know what $20 is worth. You can eat a whole week on $20, you know? So, yeah, ask. Just ask. What do you think? Would you do a movie for free?
I've done many. I've done, when you meet people at conventions or even anywhere at different events, people approach me. I try to be as, open and accessible as I can. I'm all over social media, and when people try to reach me, generally if I'm available, and it depends where they're filming, I try to say yes and help other people with their passion. And, typically there's a connection. You'll meet someone and you become very engrossed in their ideas and how they feel about their project, and you want to help. So
That's it.
Yeah.
But then they are going to come back around and ask you for something too. Ultimately, so if
Like your
if
bank account number.
right? Like yeah. So if you make a movie and then you get famous and you're a famous film director, don't ever forget those people. That
don't
helped
forget
you.
me when you're getting that Academy Award,
because
baby.
that's right. Because they're going to come back around and
I
say,
got my
"Can I
eyes
be
on
in your
you."
movie?" And that you can't be an asshole and say, "No, well, I'm too big now." You know.
That's right. Don't
That's
be
like-
that.
Yeah, that's why people like Robert Altman and the Coen brothers and all those kind
Oh
of
my
people. They have the
gosh.
same actors working with them their whole lives.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now the people who are working for them for free are worth $20 million for a film, and they still do the movie for scale, because it's all
You never
a big
know.
circle. Yeah. Anyway.
So to wrap up, because you guys got to get back to
Yes,
your tables so
yes.
everybody can come see you, where can people reach you? And I'm not talking home phone numbers or anything, but like social media.
976.
No. We're not going there. But no. Just where, I mean, I know you're both on social media, but
I'm FelissaRose.com, and then on Twitter, I'm Felissa_Rose, Felissa Rose Esposito Miller on Facebook, and Felissa Rose 123 on Instagram, which I love.
And if you Google Mark Patton, MarkPatton, the first million hits are me. So, no, really, it's all right there on Google. It's like it's the same. MarkPatton.com, Mark Patton this, Mark Patton that, and that's the easiest way is just Google it. But I'm very interactive on Facebook. These guys can tell you. I love my people. You know, I really am interested in what you're doing, and I hope you're interested in what I'm doing. So come do it. There you go. More friends.
yeah, absolutely.
I know.
Okay.
I missed
Another
you.
conversation. But I'm going to let you guys go because
Thank you
they are
guys for
finished.
being here so
Thank
much.
you for
We
coming
greatly
in.
Thank you all,
appreciate your
for asking
time.
your questions and everything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Killer. Yeah, come and see us.
Yes, go to their page.